Hello, chat. It's a spooky month, and thus we are watching spooky things. Also, I hope you like the new thumbnail. This is probably the one with the most effort put into it. I like the thumbnail? Thank you. But we are going to be watching a variety of analog horror. I was originally going to do some Ultra Kill stuff too, but I thought I'd save that for a later stream, considering the video that I picked out for it is like 1 hour and 36 minutes long. An hour and 10 minutes. Then we'll go through Vita Carnis first, considering I feel like that might... There is one episode of Vita Carnis that I do know about, and I don't think we'll be able to watch that one because I can't handle kid deaths at all. That is my number one thing in any horror media. Hello there, Hatomi Decline. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh, why am I so happy? Why am I so happy, chat? This is gonna be scary. But we're gonna go to my browser. Spooky month is best month. I agree. I also like December. Okay. So we're going to go to this. We're going to go to playlists. You're going to have a quick look at that. Okay. So, last video added.
B.
Yes?
You should cook this, the recipe from this My Italian Kitchen from Master Chef 4.
Alright. I might do that.
Remember Luca?
Yes, I remember Luca. OT video spotted. Yep. I have multiple stuff saved in my playlist, but let's just look it up. I thought I had it saved, but apparently I don't. Vita Carnis. Now, I do know a little bit going in. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. All I know is Meat, Mimic, Scary Child, and blah blah blah. Let me make sure the audio is good. Classified material. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for unauthorized viewing of this footage. Any production, distribution, or display of this video is prohibited. Alright, chat.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself.
For living meat.
Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today.
I don't like
But
the
here's what we
silhouettes.
do know.
They're kind of freaking me out.
These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita carnis.
Oh.
The carni species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their carnis relatives. The carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the carnis species, the crawl. The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches. And each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings. The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis, the dark pigmentation of the
Maybe I need to lower the volume on this a bit.
smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allow.
Hold on, chat. Let me fix my microphone. Maybe there's something with it. Is this better? Is it without the sound shield a little bit better?
Allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth.
Wait. All right.
Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl,
this thing is actually
herbivores
not that
thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
Oh!
The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive.
You don't have to be sorry for
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
What was that?
The crawl is
chat?
harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards. The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying.
It's alright.
Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Ugh.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing.
I'm not
The
looking
first of
forward to
these
that.
creatures are the trimmings.
Alright. Strong first impression. Next is the trimming. Oh, gore, violence, and death. That's totally not going to be terrifying.
The trimmings.
Oh,
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are
possibly
commonly
go
known
back frame by frame. Alright.
I love you. Good night.
Love you too, Mom.
This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal. This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
Should we maybe add a trigger warning for blood and gore on stream? Should we? Okay, hold on. Let's put it on slow real quick.
Trimmings.
Okay, even I couldn't catch that. The greater or lesser than? Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Thank you for telling me that. That's actually going to be helpful for the future. Okay. Okay, that ain't working. For some reason.
Are the trimmings.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chad. I don't think I can do that. But yeah, if you're going into an analog horror stream and not expecting any of the things on this small little list, then I don't think that you're ready for analog horror. Yeah, it still doesn't work, chat.
The trimmings. Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are
Aw.
commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small
They're
eyes, nose and
cute
ear
in a
holes, and an
ugly
agape
way.
mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs.
Aw.
All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
So they're like,
One thing they all share in
Creepy
common is
looking
that they are made
pods.
mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters
only
in
works
length,
when
no larger
paused.
than
Okay. Okay. I see. Looks like one of them tardigrade things.
no larger
They
than
do.
a basketball.
Oh,
Its
they're not
life
that much
starts
bigger
with
than a
its separation
basketball.
from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able
It's trimming apparently, Dario.
to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers.
Oh,
Their
that's
diet
freaky.
consists of rotting plants and meat, including but not limited to fruits, vegetables.
Oh dear God. For context, chat. Apparently, I can barely read what it says here, but it's something. I think it's like a article that Brad just showed me.
Vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a...
Yeah, that's completely fine, Banana. You don't have to show up to every stream, especially if you don't like the content. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit spooky, and I didn't feel like playing a game tonight. But bye, Banana, if you want to leave. Thanks for letting me leave. It's completely fine. I'm not holding you hostage.
Cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
Poor little guys.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case. The crow constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years. Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night.
They're just really fleshy raccoons.
Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets and relatively domesticate them. Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Okay. Now we're going to go frame by frame. What the heck? Huh? I can't read that text. Okay, so that was a quick little flash right there. What the heck is that? Sphinx cat raccoon type creature? Yeah, I'd say so. Next is the meat snake.
The meat snake. The meat snake is a worm-like creature, made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane.
Oh dear God, this thing looks terrifying.
Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism.
Oh, alright.
The meat snake locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
That is not friend!
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals.
Because by the name,
Some will
I don't
break
like
down
it.
soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Other chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake. Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull. Each
It does what now? It is not friend. At least no one this but it does what now? Meat snake cosplay? No. No.
corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
Crab, but skull?
A meat snake's lifespan
Don't like
depends
that.
entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
You sure about that?
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only
Alright.
significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Okay, so that's how you
Interestingly,
kill it.
the meat
Ugh.
snake is the only member of the Carnies family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake
Don't like
reaches an
that.
excessive size and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on.
It can use mitosis? Heck, excuse me? This thing just gets worse and worse.
On their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms. Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death,
Which
there are
one
meat
keeps the
snakes.
skull? Good point.
Humanity will use
These
them
things
to
are
our
way
advantage.
too big.
Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products.
This
The
is getting
preserving
ahead. Now
fluid
there are
within the
two of
meat
them.
snake's
You're right,
body
Lynn.
disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts,
What?
and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Alright, sure.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Why would I want one?
Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an
Don't like
amazing
that.
experience to
Don't
encounter
like that.
one,
No, no,
as
no.
long as you don't mind the smell.
If I see that thing during a war,
Our
I'm
next
giving up.
creature is the mimic.
Okay. It always seems to do things around this area. Like, it always seems to, like, glitch out around this area near the end. Okay. So let's go back. Okay, there it is. After being stranded, the young prince eventually... What? So a prince stumbles onto an island. Put himself into a lulling sleep? It's just excerpts from a book? I mean, this are kind of helpful, I guess, but it's also good for, like, maybe serial killers, which isn't fun. So it's basically like there's a prince who got stranded on an island. Huh. Oh god, I've heard about... Okay, here's... Me Inside Out. I don't know.
The mimic. The
Oh! No! 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 No, 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 no! No! No. Hey, it's a Fallout Ghoul if they were worse. It's a Fallout Ghoul if they were terrifying.
Mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features.
Okay, you guys are
These
making me
features include
Oh, I don't like that
extended
silhouette.
finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes,
Oh, I don't like
and their
that.
most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face,
It gets
this is
worse
due
to
to
worse.
coincidence and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some
Oh.
canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole.
Ah, I see, so it's a carnivore.
A mature mimic's diet
That's
is
fine.
comprised entirely of human flesh.
It's what now? What did you say? Human flesh? Yeah, screw that.
It's pausing for quite a bit here.
Because of this, they are found solely around human-populated areas. The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl.
Oh, it kinda
They
looks
closely
cute.
resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will
Kinda
hunt
looks
small
cute-
animals,
cute as a
moving on to
kid.
larger and larger as they grow.
Oh!
Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life.
What does it look like now?
Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
Ah, I
Its
don't like
hunting
that.
style changes and becomes much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds
Excuse
only
me?
on humans.
Oh!
It will locate
Does it now?
human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal
Yeah,
itself.
for Monster Energies.
These
Welcome,
include
Max.
clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
Yeah, I don't
Once
like
a
the
target
fact that
has been
it's
found.
that this is only its second stage. I don't want to know what its third stage is. It's like a Pokemon, but more terrifying.
The mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is
Huh?
within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
It will do what now? I see. So no funeral service, just massacre then.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will
Yeah,
leave
no
the
more
scene,
sleeping.
a fair
Thanks,
distance
RPG.
away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves.
That knock sounded so real, chat. I thought there was somebody at my door for a second. Mother of mercy. I'm in my room. Empty casket funeral, yeah. I'm currently in the living room.
Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
What? Okay, we're on live footage now? Okay, so we're on found footage now. Okay. Yeah, don't like this. Don't like this. Uh. Um. Oh, fuck no. Girl, you better run. You better run, girl. You better run. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. Ah!
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
Chat. Chat. Chat, what was that? Whoa. What the heck was that? What? We almost punched our monitor. I'm hearing knocks in my doors. I'm scared. Sorry. Also, what does this section mean? What does this section mean? I don't like the idea of morphs.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features.
Oh, don't like
It will
that.
grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
Ah, so that's why they're called a mimic.
It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will
No, that ain't just a monster. That's a freaking puppet from. That's if the puppet from. This the puppet from FNAF and Slender Man and Siren Head if they all had a horrifying baby.
increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin.
Oh.
It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities.
Just slowly back
3.
off.
If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
Alright.
4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital
What is that
organs
gonna
from
do?
attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people.
What is that gonna
5.
do?
If you have a weapon, do not use it.
What?
A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective
Hey, if I'm going
enough
down,
to
I'm
bring
going
it
down
down
fighting.
in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to
Hey,
block
Death
any
Corpse Commander.
attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or
I guess we
behind
can't
other
kill it.
furniture. A mimic will not
I'm still
linger
going down
too long
fighting,
to
though.
search for prey and will move on.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. Next up, the Harvester.
You having a good meal there, bud? Oh! I hope it was tasty. I hope it was tasty, bud. Crunchy, yeah. Okay, number 5, Harvester. Okay. BRB. So who else is hungry?
The
I'm
Harvester.
Not.
The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally. The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils.
Oh.
The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface.
Oh, don't
These
like that.
branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing
great, so
sudden paralysis.
It paralyzes you, okay.
The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever
So you basically bleed forever. Chat, what do you got me watching? Chat, what do you have me watching right now? Not instantly? That does not make it better. That makes it worse.
a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse.
Sorry for the recommendation.
The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once.
What?
These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients.
Still don't like it.
These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground.
It just gets worse and worse.
Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are there.
So nuclear bombs, I'm hearing. I'm hearing Never mind, I lied. You can live. Oh. Alistair's Angel. Dang, I didn't know that there was a crossover between Has-Been Hotel fans and Vita Carnis fans. So I'm hearing nuclear bombs and bombs in general. You should play Dusk. I'm terrified of what
And converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Oh, so it's an infinite cycle
A strange
of death.
behavior the harvester displays as its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is
Can
astonishing.
y'all stop teleporting bread?
Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare,
thought so.
only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is stay away from forests. Gotcha. I already do that on a daily.
If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
What? Huh?
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Yeah.
If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats,
Welcome back,
backpacks,
Mario.
or full water bottles,
you missed me
gently
getting
take that
spooked
object and
out of
lightly
my
toss
mind.
it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance
Okay, so
away,
just
just
throw
to be
stuff.
safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
Got it.
Next up is the host.
The what? Okay. So we're gonna... I'm gonna have to look up, like, everything about this. The host is a friend? Host of influence.
The host of influence.
Wait, is this what the Waffle House has now? Is this what the Waffle House has now? Is this the new host?
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host
This looks like an enemy in Ultra Kill.
who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism.
Why bring that up if it isn't?
It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms.
Alright.
Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
Oh, cool.
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the
Oh,
ground
like a
to hold the
mimic
host in
friend?
place.
Okay.
Instead of skin, the host
what
is
about-
covered in muscular tissue fibers.
Wait, what about the Harvester? The Harvester is just as bad, if not worse, considering at least the Mimic kills you quickly. You know what? Fine, chat. If you want to go into the forest and find a Harvester, be my guest.
Fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement.
Alright.
The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck,
Slenderman.
which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores,
Not sure getting eaten
protruding.
alive is quick. Yeah, but at some point it has to attack something in your head that kills you instantly, right? You will not feel the Harvester kill you. Hey, Red. He just a friend. He is... You guys are psychos. You are all psychos. Also,
from
this
these
is the-
pores are
I
hollow,
think this is the most
hair-like
people we've had on
structures
chat
extending outwards.
at a single
These
period of
hairs are
time
barrels that
ever.
release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores
You're
are
really
hazardous,
quiet, by the way,
so
you stupid shark girl. I'm...
Does this sound better?
Oh, my ear. Yeah, but now it's really loud. Okay. My ears. Okay, so I found out the problem. No, that is worse. Okay. So I found the problem. Let me lower. I'm sorry, chat. It's drilling my mind. Dario, are you okay? Are you okay, Dario? But I figured out the problem with my mic quality, chat, so that's good.
So keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America. Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task.
Hey, at least I'm not a pea-brained ferret who is the queen of scuffed streams.
Bitch.
Now I can equip the sound shield again. There we go.
This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The source released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles...
Yeah, but at least when it comes to my scuff, it's just because I play crappy optimized games. Like, they're good games, don't get me wrong, but the optimization... Looking at you, Skyrim. Looking at you.
will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
Oh.
An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack
What did you guys say about it being a friend? It's me, Sammy Lawrence. I know this one. Ah, cool.
of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or some...
But I realized the problem with my mic, chat. It was plugged into the wrong USB port. It wasn't plugged into the audio port, it was plugged into something else. It still was working just fine, it just was very quiet because it wasn't in the right port. You see, I am very stupid. Small-brained shark. How dare you, Bridget? How dare you, Brisket? I let you come into my home. No insulting the queen.
Someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual. If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
It does what now?
Yeah, this is not a friend. This is not a friend. This is a cordyceps. It is friend? It is not! It just ripped out a guy's organs! Are you kidding me? You guys. You people. You people give me some weird vibes. So, it did it in a friendly manner. Does this look friendly to you? You're a dumb shark, for crying out loud, you dummy. I don't rip out my friends' organs. Us sharks are social creatures. We don't attack each other. Unless we're extremely hungry. Don't worry, RTG. I'm 100% clinically insane. At least you admit it, Bridget. Dario, are you okay? They do attack other sharks. I know, but only when we're A, territorial, B, hungry. And that's basically it. But at least we're not that mean. We don't just... We at least kill you first before we gut you. This thing just guts you. Or, see, you're protecting your child. That is true.
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't...
Okay, a friend is not... Okay, here's a good thing about us sharks. We don't waste anything. We eat it all. How dare this thing leave food on the table? For hunting, whether it's hunger or not. Yeah, well, not in my kingdom. We all try to be nice, civilized sharks. Sharks? It ate and left crumbs. Shake my head. Exactly.
Reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection. The effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Okay, so at least it's treatable.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location. Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
The what? Red, you are not always right. Let's be honest here. You're not the sharpest tool in the shed either. The tree can walk. The what? The what can what? And none of my chat is colon 3ing.
The monoliths. The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972, in the area of...
Ow.
There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds the monolith.
You know what? Somebody once told me, Red, that the world was going to roll me and that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I was looking kind of dumb with my finger and my thumb in a shape of an L on my forehead, and the days stop coming and they don't start, and the days start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense, but to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? When in Rome, colon 3 as the Romans. Your head always gets dumb. Hey, don't bring Ohio into this. Yeah, we have an Ohioan here. Gwen is from Ohio. Claps begrudgingly. Oh, Bridget's... I'm from Ohio, too. Yeah, it all makes sense now, Red, why you're the way you are. You're from Ohio. Wait, Ohio is real? I guess if Red's from there.
Monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has two trunk legs that are firmly embedded
these things
underground.
are massive.
The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of
Yo, chat. 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 It's me on... It's me 24/7. Excuse me, what? AOT, is that you? You didn't have to delete that one. It's just weird, Red. 5'11" versus... But this is just me, chat. This is just... That selfie I posted a while back, that wasn't me. This is me, chat. I'm sorry for... I'm sorry for tricking you. This is me. I'm currently recording from the clouds right now.
thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in during this period. They were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the monolith that they had...
What are they saying? Oh my lord. Yeah, ow. Yeah. Rip headphone users. I'm wearing headphones right now. This stuff hurts.
Passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast,
Domain
completely knocking
expansion
the
white
vehicles
noise.
out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Chat? Well, that's totally not foreboding.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed.
I don't know
its
how they can
stance
use
unscathed.
EMPs.
Eventually, the area
Frankly,
has
I
been
don't want
fenced
to know.
off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monoliths stand silently. Now
Yeah, it doesn't
only a
seem
grand spectacle
that bad.
of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings. And finally, the last creature on this list is marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have
Friend who just wants to be left alone. Yeah, I can relate to that. Maybe the knocks are in my head. That is a terrifying concept. Alright, let's take a look at whatever that was. It seems like these creatures are worshipping the prince. There's a good one called Sonic Tapes. I'll make sure to check that one out too. I got a few of them marked down for later. The last creature is just God. Oh my lord. Santa's elves.
Today.
Man, that what they look like?
To have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
So wait, that's it? We don't get to know about the 8th one? Were we gonna do the Ultra Kill stuff tonight? I was, but the video I want to check out is 1 hour and 37 minutes, so I feel like I want to make an Ultra Kill stream for that. There is more. Okay. Trimmings, meat snake, the host, monoliths, and the singularity. Okay.
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety.
Okay, so it really is just God then. All right.
Coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and
Is it just a black hole?
signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials.
If it's called the singularity, I expect there's only one?
One classified document about the singularity being held by marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have
There's
such
one-
strange
more
and
than one.
mysterious beings appear
I'm gonna
all
give up.
around us.
All right.
Thank you.
So what's next? Vita Carnis, cook at home kitchen? All right, chat, time for a cooking video.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Oh my lord. What?
Have any information of the whereabouts of
Wait. I feel like that's important. I feel like that's important. Hold on, let's go back. Vincent Barrier. Okay, date of birth, August 28th, 1968. Canamore, Alberta. Height, 185 centimeter, 42 centimeters. Weight, 64.4 kilograms. Build, medium. Hair, black. Eyes, brown. Complexion, medium. Sex, male. Nationality, Canadian. Huh.
Be making a dish that has recently gained a fair amount of popularity.
Oh, this looks
Today's
tasty.
dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
A cheesy crawl canay?
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta. Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl. Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours.
Oh, you can buy this stuff at the store. Cool.
1 cup of cheese. Half a cup of green onion. 1 teaspoon of salt.
Take note,
2
chats.
tablespoons of Cajun spice.
Oh, nice.
2 tablespoons of parsley.
See, these guys are using seasoning, like I always say.
1 tablespoon of dill.
You gotta add the seasoning.
1 tablespoon
The
of
fresh,
garlic,
peppered
a pinch of
seasoning.
pepper. And finally, the most crucial ingredient. Nutrier Company's newly released flavor enhancer. To
be
bring
honest,
out
watching
the
this video
richness
makes
of
me gag.
flavors within each and every
Oh, it's like
meal.
a... What is with the triangles? We've been seeing a lot of triangle. Wait a second, chat. Is it who I think it is? Illuminati? There's just too much cheese. That is true, there is a little bit too much cheese.
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta. Then, set aside
There is never
to boil.
too much cheese. There is. There is a suitable amount of cheese. Cheese overrated. I like some cheese. I don't like all kinds of cheese. There are some cheeses I dislike. Look here, I said this on Red Stream yesterday. I like my cheese like I like my women, twice my age and from Italy. I currently have a cat on my lap.
Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
Ugh. The production value is pretty high on this. Ew, what is with that green, or I mean, that like yellowish stuff? That looks like pus. Ugh.
Crawl is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
That stuff does not look that appetizing. It does not.
Then, gather the meat and set aside.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm lactose intolerant. That's why I hate cheese. Oh yeah, you are. Man, you're stealing Red's whole flow, for real, for real.
Mince the green onion into rough segments.
That cutting board just looks horrible.
Take this mince and set aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with some oil.
You know what? I'm a lot less scared now, Chad. I have a cat on my lap. And he's being very sweet.
Take your
I
minced
don't
crawl and spread
I like how
evenly across the skillet.
you assume that you'll win. That's the attitude we like here on the RTG channel.
Stir occasionally until crisp and brown. As your water reaches a boil, add your
Vegetables
penne
after
and
the meat
stir
is bad
occasionally.
cooking hygiene, I know. But is the crawl meat? I mean, I guess it is. But it also seems like vegetable?
Cook until soft.
This is very relaxing compared to the Mimic video.
At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp. Add your minced green onion
Plant
and
meat.
then the spices.
Okay, now it's starting to look a little bit better. Are we thinking of
Mix
the same
well.
guy?
Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it.
It's called living meat for Pete's sake. True.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish. Then add the crawl topping.
It honestly doesn't look that bad now. Bye, Brad.
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still warm crawl for it to melt.
We'll continue watching the rest of Vita Carnis tonight. And see what else we can do if we finish it
At this
somehow.
point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
It doesn't look that bad, honestly. Looks kind of
And
a little
now,
bit too much
you may
cheese,
serve
but
and
kind of looks
enjoy.
tasty. Like I would just want to have one bite. Just a singular small bite. Okay, hold on. Let's see what that was. And my cat hopped off my lap. And now I'm officially scared again. So I do become a host of influence or something. I don't want to imagine that, actually. Okay, that thing is way too fast. From guide to owning a pet trimming?
Many people get pets for companionship. They form bonds and grow relationships.
You know what? I was thinking
with
of getting
these
a brother
animals,
for,
even to
brother
the
for
point of
King,
them
brother or
being
sister.
considered
So
a part of
let's
the
see.
family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting. Then, you may want to get yourself a trimming. These lumps of meat have grown a reputation to be a loving companion for
Oh,
many
they kind of
people
look a
in the
little
recent months.
cute.
Although, most people may not know the proper
Alright,
ways
I'm gonna try to
to care
go to
for
eat
them.
by RTG and chat.
Today, we will be
Do
showing you
trimmings
how you
have
can
a
care
gender?
for your pet trimming.
I don't think they do. Considering they
Taking care
can't
of a trimming
reproduce, so
is
I doubt they
fairly
have any,
easy,
like...
But this is no reason to slack off.
See, they look
They are
kind
living
of
things
silly.
and do require maintenance.
See ya, brisket.
The first thing to keep in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home. While trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions, you want to keep your base temperature near room temp, maybe slightly cooler.
Alright.
That being
Flush
said,
turtle.
trimmings
Yeah, they do kind of
prefer
look like
warmer
a big
areas
flush
to
turtle.
nest. A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside.
Oh, they just
Make
want to be
sure there
comfy
is
and
enough for your
warm.
trimming to cover itself.
They're just little
now,
guys,
you
chat.
have
They're
a
just
comfy
little
bed for your
guys.
buddy.
Oh.
Next, you want
so
to give your trimming the
cute.
best diet possible. Trimmings are not picky eaters and will eat anything you give them.
Oh, really?
To keep your trimming healthy and strong, a diet of dry cat or dog food that is high in protein, provided 2 times a day, is best. As a
So, they will also, like, eat table scraps and stuff? Okay, they're kind of useful. What's going on? We're looking at a Vita Carnis Guide to Owning a Pet Trimming.
treat, you may give your trimming any
Oh, and the
scraps of
name's
your food.
Angelica. Oh, that's a
Things
pretty
like apple
name.
cores, banana peels, or eggshells are a perfect snack.
Okay,
A
so
thing
they're
to
like
remember is
they're like
trimmings
living
are
garbage
nocturnal and make
disposals. That's
plenty of
cool.
noise. To prevent you
Okay, I don't think I want to get a trimming now. For a second there I wanted one. Now I'm unsure. Okay, yeah.
from having sleepless nights, try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times.
We'll keep it
instead.
on Red's room. Yeah.
Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living. Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard.
Wait,
Not.
chat, I just had a terrifying idea. What if the reason trimmings are so loud is that they're alerting other Vita Carnis to your location? What if that's what they're doing? What if that's what they're doing? House party? I don't want to be at that party.
Be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise
Take them on
they
walkies.
need, as well as allowing them to meet other trimmings.
Oh, they're
Trimmings are a social
communicating.
creature and need to interact with others of their kind,
Like
like how they do in
that
the
would
wild.
never work with the mimics, probably.
When it comes to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active and aren't the best at fetch or tug of war. But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained. Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull,
Aw.
or carry.
That's kind of
Trimmings
cute.
also enjoy things that you enjoy as well, like watching the television or listening to the radio.
Oh, they like
love seeing
tunes.
and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices. After a long day,
Yeah, they're definitely trying to call mimics to your location.
your trimming might be dirty and need a wash. To clean them, start your bath with a gentle warm water mixed with a bit of hand or body wash. Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold. Remember to be careful around their face and avoid getting soap in their eyes, nose, and mouth. Gently pat
They're
dry
just-
with a towel when done. Now your buddy is all
Chat, would you
clean.
have this as a pet? If it didn't scream. Boop.
And lastly, as said before,
gave it a little
trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection.
Aw, they just want
They
affection.
love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to sit with you and cuddle.
The
Since they
trimmings can watch the
communicate with each
episode
other
on the
in the
trimmings
wild,
with us.
It is best to replicate this
You know, I've
behavior
heard,
with them
I
as well.
have heard that they have like plushes of this thing. You know what? If I get the money, I might actually buy one. Like I might actually buy a trimming plush just for horror night.
Well, simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipes, or talk about the weather. Trimmings are very good listeners and love to be involved. With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family.
All right.
Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
You know, I was gonna make a joke about plugging my Ko-fi account, but nah. I just want to pet a make sure to not trauma dump on your trimmings. Yeah, make sure not to. They're very emotional creatures. They need love and care, not your trauma. Oh. Once again, the meat snake specimen footage. Oh god. It looks like it's constantly in pain. It does kind of, doesn't it? But it doesn't seem like it's too bothered by it. The on-off ring. Discard this tape immediately.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started. During routine
so this is
sweep
World
of an
War
underground
II.
train tunnel, the cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery.
Oh, it's a meat snake.
Found completely filling the tunnel was a meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it. Closer inspection of the blockage revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake. Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path. There was many strange things with this creature. First was the coloration. A typical meat snake's color is bright reds and light browns. This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon. Another strange thing about it was its behavior. This creature barely moved.
Oh, a bunch of
meat
cow
snakes
skulls.
are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions. Its behavior was that of a plant's, stationary, with only minor movements within.
World War II. Germany. Body disposal. Engorged meat snake. Meat snakes grow whenever they have a high amount of food. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Alright, let's keep.
One would assume it was dead. The reason the meat snake may act this way may be because it was completely lodged in place and minimized movements to conserve energy. But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place? And by the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time. So how did it get so large? The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew, who found the other end of the tunnel.
Oh.
They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of carcass. This meat snake's skin...
Called it. I called it. Would somebody pick up that phone? What? 'Cause I called it.
Also displayed great amounts of resilience. It took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample. Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus a normal meat snake's membrane.
Oh, yeah, that is
testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures,
so it was
and even
a super
high doses of radiation. It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature. Another strange phenomenon is the smell off the skin. Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh. But the specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs. Meat snake was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors.
Okay, so it just disappeared?
Size was discovered to be...
How could something like that just disappear? What the Oh yeah, make sure to support the creator of this, Darian Keloy. I think that's how you say that. Vita Carnis Mimid. Okay. Okay, I think this is going to be our last one for tonight, chat. Because I want to watch something other than Vita Carnis tonight. Emergency alert, emergency alert.
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale. The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety. National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about
Thank
the
you,
threat.
world leaders. Can't believe I'm saying that.
Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on
Do you think
human
they
prey.
got mimic fight clubs?
Mimics gain information on people by watching their daily lives
I hope
and
not.
pick to hunt people when
Though I'm
they are
also
most
kind of interested to
vulnerable.
see what that would look like.
The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, that walking alone, or in a cornered position.
I think we've had
Mimics
enough
are
horror for
cautious
tonight.
and
Goodbye, y'all.
calculated
Bye,
creatures,
Gwen.
taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise. One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture to blend into its environment.
Doing what now?
Common objects that mimics can hide inside are sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait. Mimics are able to contort their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller
Great.
places.
I'm not sleeping
They
again.
also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation. Another method mimics use to blend in is their ability to put on and wear clothing. Mimics put on layers of shirts, pants, and jackets to hide their bright red skin.
So does this mean that there's a mimic with, like, drip? Like, ungodly amounts of drip? Oh, cool. RTG. Being home alone, far worse. Hey, I'm home alone a lot, too, so we're both stuck here.
And blend into densely populated areas. In very rare cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings. Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away. If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form.
We'll have VC when home alone now, RTG. I'm just gonna
look for abnormal facial features, like
dollar catalog type shit.
Eyes, flat noses, wide mouths in an uncanny smile, and clammy skin. Also pay attention to other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails. If you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular.
Ah, cool.
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic.
What if a mimic with just like... What if a mimic were to just... Imagine confusing a mimic for a person who's just walking pretty weirdly and has ungodly amounts of drip on. That'd be crazy.
If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise.
Wait a second, this is different. The previous video made it seem like you had to make yourself smaller and make a lot of noise. You ever feel like you shouldn't exist? Gwen? Are you alright? I mean, not Gwen. Are you alright?
Maintain eye contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat. If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs.
And it also said that you shouldn't try shooting it. But yeah, this is directly contradicting what the other video told us. Huh.
These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat. Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you. If you find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet, stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location.
Never
Stay
trust
where you are to avoid startling the
the
mimic.
rich. I
If
guess.
the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide. Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help. Stay low and stay quiet. With the information you have learned, use it well and stay safe.
Okay, this video is fairly long, so I think we're going to end it there for tonight. Because I feel like this section coming up is going to be very long. So, alright. Time to check out another one called Man in the Suit. Wait, no. Maybe we should check out Local 58, considering I have no idea anything about that. I do know a little bit more about Man in the Suit because I have watched like a few videos on it. This is the one that Pixel recommended to us, so if cadaver in a grave mistake. Woo, Pixel, yeah! Okay, so this is a news station.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Continue on Holbrook Park Drive, then in 500 feet turn right onto North 38th Street. You will arrive at your destination.
This
in 2 hours
eerily
and
looks
28
like
minutes.
some familiar. Like this is some Uncanny Valley type
Turn right
crap.
onto North 38th Street. In a quarter mile.
Now I know
turn left
nothing
onto
about
Merritt
this one,
Parkway.
chat, so
You are on the fastest available route.
oh, glitching out.
Turn left onto Merritt Parkway, then take the on-ramp to Highway 114 North.
Like I feel like I've been here before. I don't understand why.
Traffic ahead, rerouting. In 10 miles, take exit 17, then turn right onto Quarry Utility Road South.
Okay, that thunder spooked me.
You are on the fastest route.
Okay, now we're on like a
In
wider
2.8
stretch of road.
miles, keep right to stay on Service
Like an
Crossway
hour after what
H516.
just happened.
You will arrive at your destination in 14 minutes.
I don't like how the car is slowly slowing down as time goes on.
Rerouting. Make a U-turn. Head east for 1/4 of a mile, then follow
Okay,
signs
now
for
we're
do
on
not
a
enter.
rocky road. Or a bumpy road, at the very least. I'm afraid of the possibility for the jump
Continue
scare.
on unnamed road.
I am too.
Then, in 300 feet, turn off your headlights.
This looks like some Slenderman type shit. Mario Kart Shred. Oh dear God.
Make a U-turn. Your destination is behind you. Rerouting. in 500 feet. Your destination will be on in 300 feet. Your destination in 250 feet. Rerouting. Your destination will be in 50 feet. You will arrive at your destination.
What the heck was that? Okay, it looks like the car has crashed.
You have arrived.
So I'm trying to die? Damn AI tried to kill me. Also, sorry for killing the vibe. Don't worry, Gwen, you didn't kill the vibe, I was just worried. Oh, next episode, Local 58. Contingency. Up next. End of broadcast day. Oh, it's at 3 a.m. That's totally not terrifying. This concludes our broadcast day. Have a great night. Contingency message will now begin. The worst has come to pass. Despite the sacrifices of our citizens and the might of our armed forces, the United States has been forced to surrender to her enemy. Though they may occupy our borders, our streets, and our homes, the enemy will never occupy our spirit. That's why all Americans are now called upon to act, to preserve the memory of the United States clear and bright, untarnished and uncompromised. Know that I have already taken action in the company of family and loved ones. Now all Americans, every man. What? Let our united resolve echo through history. Even in defeat we refuse to yield. Even in defeat we claim victory. When did this suddenly become patriotic? This is some cult stuff. It's basically telling us to take up arms. Wait, what did that say? Tend to them before yourself. Use calm tone of voice. Everyone can do their part. Infants and pets, the smallest patriots. They're infamous. Earlier today, the station aired. This is confirmed as a hoax. That was a dang realistic hoax. How's everyone doing? We're doing alright. A little spooked, but that's the entire reason we started this. Weather service. Okay, this is immediately starting to get me panicked. The Warning is effective immediately and continues until... Citizens are advised not to observe this event with the naked eye. What? We're supposed to not see a storm? Wait, in the first video there was a storm. 2:15 a.m. Civil danger alert. Go outside now. That's contradicting what you said before. You did not read this. Look at the moon? Or do not look at the moon? Don't look at... Do not look up. The following is a message from the County Weather Service. It's in the light. The moon came in. He found me. Through the mirror. Moonlight white. White like eyes, not light, but blood. I drown in him. If you are afraid, we will look together. A lot of people screaming. A big egg? Then what the heck is inside it? Analog begin our broadcast day. Look away, it does not matter, there are others. Safety in numbers. Show for children. Community television. Coming up, show for children. Community roundtable, focus on culture. Morning local news. Cadaver, a grave mistake. Oh, look at this goofy little guy. He's just walking. Oh, a pretty lady skeleton. Yeah, me too, bud. Yeah, let's get out of there. Boy saw his girl without her makeup. Yikes. Oh, another grave. What the heck? Something tells me this isn't meant for kids. Why is the moon looking at the guy? Looking at our little guy here? I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. Why did you go into the cave, little guy? Guys, something tells me this program is not for kids. Aw, Poor little guy. Oh. What the heck was that? Original anim... Hold on. What the heck did it just say? Original animation. Public domain images. Public domain images. Why were those images in the public domain? I hate it. I hate it. All of us hate it. I'm gonna paint the world red. What? I agree. I enjoy with the enchanted system. What was that? What was that? What, huh?
Your destination has moved.
Oh, that again. Don't touch that dial. More to come. We begin our broadcast day. Local 58, thank you for supporting community television. Hello, Fresh Meat. Hey, Inyo. We're just doing some analog horror stuff. Getting spooked out of our little minds. Dot Research Initiative. Real Sleep. Video cassette instruction. I'm not the biggest fan of horror. This one hasn't been too scary so far, just a little bit creepy. Matter of fact, dreaming is necessary for a regular sleep function. It is not, from what I remember. That's a myth. Fact? Modern medicine agrees that REM, rapid eye motion sleep, while dreaming can occur during REM sleep. It is merely lateral? Not. Okay. Yeah, that skeleton flick made me uncomfy. Sleep allows the body and mind to heal and recover. Yeah, that is true. Or at least I think that is. It is. 8 hours of sleep per night is beneficial for both body and mind. You heard it here, folks. However, these benefits are greatly diminished by the... What? Dreaming is the vestige of primitive mind? This is sleep propaganda? I guess it is. It feels like this is like some sort of cult. Like this, whatever this is, it seems like it's some sort of cultish thing. We totally get 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that. Induced by the inverse of Kleitman map. I feel like that end piece there wasn't a good sleep. Inducing your anti-dream? No two minds are alike. This instructional for you using the personalized visual calibration. What the fuck? Creepy much? Yeah. What the ablation of subconscious listening? But there are faces. But there are faces. What the? What the fuck? But there are. Acceptance? There are faces. I can't even... I think it's just... There are no... There is no Warren Bossing say. Yeah, that is what it kind of reminds me of. Audio from public domain sources. Once again, that public domain sources thing is terrifying to me. Read like 4 of them, yeah. Paid programming. Anyone else feeling oddly paranoid now? That sounded like it was about to be a scream. Skywatching. It sees everything? Orion's belt, yeah. Domain expansion, unlimited brain rot. We're not supposed to look at the sky. Pleiades. Everyone, don't look at the moon. Don't look at the moon. Skeleton, look at the sky. I didn't even notice that. Okay, those are some abnormal holes. Don't take that out of context. Something is moving. Some sort of, like, cloud? All seems to be honing in on a specific point. What? Is the moon alive?
Illuminati?
Bill Cipher? The moon is breathing. That is a much more terrifying sentence. I didn't like that. Wait, it got the cameraman. You're right. Oh no. Keep looking up. You told us earlier not to look.
Very same house, very same room. So you see, dead men do tell tales. Will she try to explain it?
Twilight
Sure.
Zone?
Well, that I would like to hear, because I can't explain it. But it happened just the same.
Yeah, this really is some cult shit. Alert television sets will experience an interruption in service. Yeah, Neophile, you really should not do any of that stuff. Please. Interesting. Like, things were going awry. And it's going awry now. Okay, what's about to happen? If you're viewing this message, your TV has not been configured for digital reception.
The one you watch, the Always Here, they make you thoughts shape in needles, they dream themselves in knives.
Go outside, go outside, go outside. 1,000 mouths? Holy. If he is silenced, he will speak beforehand. Who's him? What the fuck was that? Federal law imposes. Guess what people are having nightmares? Us three. Oh dear God. There are no faces. There were faces. There were faces. I'm not going to repeat that. I'm not going to repeat that. There are faces. Okay. I'd not be able to sleep better, but I'm fine right now. This isn't scary. No dream. Just a little creepy. You should have seen what we were watching earlier. Oh, it's a moon landing. We was watching a cooking show. We were watching more than that. Why is the moon breathing? I don't know. I think this might be the last one for tonight, chat. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Yeah, this one is fairly long. Wait, what? That looks like a skull. Why is there a skull on the moon? June 14th, 2008. That looks even more like a face. Has someone ever died in space? Oh yeah, plenty of people from what I've heard. But I don't think anybody has died outside a spaceship. It looks like a face again. It's landing in... What the... Is that a door? Whatever was there just disappeared. This seems to be the last one so far, and this was a year ago. So whatever was there crashed here. Alright, chat. And with that, I'm gonna go to sleep. Probably have like 100 different types of nightmares. Oh my lord. Bye, y'all. Bye. This is your Shark Queen swimming off to shore to have a bunch of nightmares. Love you all. Bye.